enough. Like, that's going to be what they have to do here in order to scale.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
This
the
could be
battlefield.
it.
Smash
Anarchy
them.
up against New Wave, game 2, best of 3. Definitely excited for this one. Can Anarchy rise from that game 1 loss and possibly get the reverse sweep, or will New Wave finish this right here, right now?
I'm really wanting to see how Tamal does on this Hilda. The Hilda pick, kinda counter to Xavier, kinda counter to the Valentina pick, not giving the side of Anarchy any real like picks that Valentina can take to make sets. You know, like, she doesn't have much to take from the Alice. Not too much. I mean, you got to have the ultimate that has the wide area of effect, but doesn't really do much control. No one on the side of New Wave has too much control, and they're not going to allow Anarchy to have that as well.
Yeah, I think New Wave's putting a lot into the idea of just bursting down, diving in, getting to the back lane, cleaning up this Xavier, cleaning up, I mean, that's cleaning up the Clint, hopefully in the late game, and then it's just should be easy to get rid of some of the rest, right? The problem is I don't think we've seen Alice in the mid lane for a very long time. She's going to be slow to get her gold. It's going to be a while till she really gets to the point she needs to.
Yeah, but the biggest thing that I've noticed about the new changes to the Land of the Dawn is that the mid lane has more minions, which allows her to get more stacks.
This is true. I mean, she will. That's actually a good point, and it could make the difference here, right? It could possibly
Allow
change
her
something.
to scale. Yeah,
We are seeing a little bit of possible action. Indo coming in, gets caught up by the minion, decides to back off. New Wave, keeping it safe. Indo's going to move in on this turtle, and look at Jordan. He feels comfortable. He's like, I know there's 2 of you here, but I'm a Uranus, and we are not worried, all right? I'm one of the most sustainable heroes in the game.
Yeah, the side of New Wave, I'm gonna, like, we're gonna see some really good positioning here. Oh, already putting a lot of face pressure onto Yuawi there. Let's see what they can do on this first turtle here, T-Rex.
Dog Tour is coming down. The Fallen Star Moon does not connect, but Tamal keeping this Xavier at bay. Dog Tour very low, though. The heavy spin comes in. Ziggy is pushing against the wall. Dawning Light comes. Alex secures the turtle, and Dog Tour goes down. Craxy picks up the kill. Tamal now on the run, does get knocked up. Yue chasing him down. Able to steal that power of wilderness. Indo now very low health, along with Tamal and Anarchy controlling the map with a turtle and a kill.
Yeah, from the side of Anarchy, it looks like they're just more of trying to put a lot of pressure. Look, they're already invading. If they can keep up this pressure on New Wave, it could smell trouble for New Wave. We're seeing that the side of Anarchy is kind of breaking that flow up that New Wave normally gets. You know, they're making them spread out, and they're just not able to get together to be able to get these easy ganks.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Anarchy, we wanted to see them be a bit more aggressive. We wanted to see them bring it, and that's what we're seeing. And the Akai lets them do that. They can keep stealing these blue buffs away from Indo. It's going to help out. And the heavy spin, we just saw it in action. We saw the problem it's going to bring to New Wave in these team fights. And as long as Alex can keep up what he just did at that last turtle fight, they should be able to keep moving strong. Alex bringing the heavy spin into Ziggy. Ziggy trying to pop the blood out, but is under the tower and will be taken down. That is a great pick for Alex.
I like the approach that Anarchy's going. You know, my first initial ideal was to go a little slower, play back. But again, we see that they need to be aggressive here, and they are. And I like that their approach is actually changing from what my opinion was. As we can see here, the insane Kai play, the heavy spin coming in such clutch, and that just happens to be because of the positioning of Alex here. Coming in, bam, heavy spin, pushes them all the way back 2 towers.
Oh, and now once again, Alex moving on to Small way too deep. We wanted him to be aggressive, but maybe not this aggressive, not this overextended. Tamal goes down. Indo trying to move on to Craxy, but the immobilized locks in. Craxy re-engaging Indo. Now caught with the heavy spin and taken down. Another kill going into the hands of Alex. 2-0-2.
It kind of seems like New Wave is being just too aggressive. Like, I know that you had that aggressive comp, and that was what you were trying to do here, but what you were saying earlier, T-Rex, the Kai, the heavy spin, the displacement, like they're controlling the wave of New Wave.
Controlling the wave of New Wave. That is not something we want to hear, but honestly, I love to see it. Anarchy staying strong, showing that they want to bring this to the best of 3. New Wave does need to step back. I feel like they have a nice late game composition still. Jappa has not taken any deaths. You have Tamal, who can be tanky, Ziggy. Like, a lot of these are late game heroes, so New Wave needs to hit the brake a little bit and maybe slow down. Craxy may go down. Tamal taken out. Craxy picks up that kill. Jappa luckily does secure one on to Craxy, but was that really worth it this late in the first phase of this game? Blazing Duet comes down. Jappa does do some nice plays on a soy play. Able to get that mirror image, get away. Indo now here, rocking the bush. Does not make a play. New Wave decides to back off. Anarchy still holding the lead though.
Those micro plays by Jappa are just so hard to handle, and we can just see it, just the plays right there alone we're showing it. But we are going to be looking at some items here. We do see the Claude picking up Demon Hunter already, going for more of a defensive item on the side of Claude next to probably to counter the problem that he's having with the Clint here. The Clint picking up a lot of crit damage, so trying to eat away at that front line, and that could also smell trouble for the side of New Wave, having such a strong backline that's like that. And ooh,
the stun comes in, Blood Oda's out, and the kill will go to Ziggy. Down goes Craxy. That's 2 deaths once again, and this is a strategy that New Wave brings in time and time again. We're gonna focus in, we're gonna herd down on this gold lane. Yue may be the next target, but Alex is here. Watch out for the heavy spin, he misses it. He checks the bush, Tamal gets away, but New Wave finally picking up something, picking up some pieces, and diminishing the gold difference between them and Anarchy.
yeah, and to be honest, from the side of Anarchy, they're doing really well in this early comp. Like, they're, again, they were invading the jungles of the side of Indo, and I feel like they need to continue to do that. I feel like they're lacking a little bit on to how much pressure and how much control they were doing in the early, but we do see
Ooh, Blazing Duet comes down, but Craxy will pay the price. Alex now on the run. Indo, Tamal, Bert the dive. Ziggy is also there. Dawning Light comes out to try to help out, but it's not enough. Yue will go down. New Wave is starting to be aggressive. We saw this in game 1. They were falling behind in the first few minutes. Right after that 6-minute mark, that mid-game comes in and New Wave bounces back.
I did just see Jappa pick up the golden staff. I think he might be coming online right now. 301. I don't think this is what you wanted on the side of New Wave. I mean, Anarchy doesn't want this on the side of New Wave. And we can see it. I mean, again, they're rotating around Jappa. They know that they were having a little bit of trouble, but feed him!
Oh, completely deleted. Craxy goes down, and Yue will be next. I'm watching Ziggy in this bush, and I'm just seeing those 2 walk up. And I'm like, y'all don't even know there's 5 of them down here right now. New Wave with a beautiful pick. Now Alex gonna move on, take this turtle. At least he gets something, but New Wave is hungry. They take another tower, the tier 3 in the mid lane. New Wave pushing in Tamal, now down onto the bottom, just shredding away at the base of Anarchy.
And now we're seeing that the side of Anarchy is falling off a tad, mainly because, again, like I was saying, like they were being pretty aggressive in the early, and they kind of slowed down on that, you know. Now they're going into the strategic comp that I was suspecting. Play back, kind of bait them into something. Don't bait yourself into something.
Yeah, I mean, I think Anarchy needs to maybe group up a bit more. They're getting a bit too picked off. 2 of them go down, and New Wave has really just pocketed up. They know where they shine in this game, and they're coming down, but now New Wave is caught between, or surrounding several members of Anarchy. The heavy spin comes in, but that Winter Truncheon saves Ziggy from destruction. We'll keep on pushing. Jordan very low. Alex will be next. The Dawning Light comes out. It is enough to take down Ziggy, but Alex has already gone down. Jordan continuing to chase sustainability is there, but look at Indo down here on the bottom. Wants to move in. Onto Craxy. Does get the immobilized, and 3 members of Anarchy are just hiding, huddling, homing in under this tower, trying to survive against the onslaught of New Wave. Jordan has been keeping them at bay, though, I have to say. He is also not taking any deaths, and he could be the saving grace of Anarchy.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the side of Anarchy right now. Is the only person that really can make a set play is Alex. Like, they don't have a lot of control.
Oh, deleted. You know, there's nothing even to say. That's the power of the wildness. Even with her being tanky, she can just shred down on these squishies. Jordan, don't get too crazy here. You do have that sustainability, but you are against two. He is defending the tower though very well. Dog Tor keeping Alex. Alex pushing the engage, decides not to do it. Anarchy starting to slow down a bit, knowing that they can't just take these fights head on.
Yeah, this is what I suspected from early on. From the side of New Wave, I did catch something. They're staying in pairs of two quite often, and then they rotate into those pairs of two. Oh.
Heavy spin does come in. Doctor going low. Tamal getting pushed back to the base, but the damage just isn't enough. New Wave controlling the Lord pit. Jordan now coming in, but the Lord is very low. Ziggy also here to help zone out as Indo takes the Lord. Jordan now on the run. Dawning Light comes out, does connect onto Indo and Dogtor, but Ziggy with the flicker, the stun. UA does go down. Alex now trying to stop them, keep them at bay, but New Wave will not stop. Jordan very, very low. Lord marching down the bottom. New Wave controlling dominance with a 5K gold lead.
Yeah, by the side of Anarchy, they really need to just defend now. Like they're gonna have to get some of those micro plays of capturing some of the creeps in the jungle, but they're gonna have to defend. Like, and the one thing that I'm really seeing a lot is Craxy's always alone by himself. There's not really anybody that's there to kind of help him, and while all of New Wave collapses in on him.
Yeah, they have no peel. Maybe it's, I think maybe Alex needs to stay back a bit, right? On the Sakai. They need someone to peel for that back line, but at this point, it may be too late. Luckily, they do shred down that Lord. Craxy, even with 4 deaths, and I say this about Clintz a lot, even taking some death, Clintz can still end up outputting some damage a lot earlier than some other marksmen that take some deaths in the early game.
Yeah. I think on the side of Anarchy now going into the mid game, they're just lacking in damage. Like New Wave has just become thick.
You know, this could be the first loss for Valentina, possibly. She's 100% win rate. We have seen Anarchy actually, we've seen this strategy with them before, and I'm not discounting the Rome Valentina, but they do lose a little possibilities. And honestly, I felt like Anarchy's composition was very, very solid. I think they just needed to know that, like, that mid game came, we need to back off a bit and not let New Wave catch us off guard.
Yeah, I mean, we do see that the side of New Wave isn't really too worried about a lot of the magic damage from the side of Anarchy here. We do see a lot of dominance ice being built, so they're trying to counter some of the healing of Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, and Ziggy, we haven't seen the Alice in ages, let alone Alice in mid lane, and Ziggy has been dominating with it. That flicker play with the Blood Ode and the second skill stun. Tamal does get caught up by UA, but he is pretty tanky, and he is not worried because he knows Ziggy and the rest of the team are here to have his back. Heavy spin does come in. Tamal is a fast boy right now, able to get away. Jordan does not want to let it go, but Ziggy back catches UA. In comes the rest of the team, though, is going to keep them at bay. Tamal just dancing. Look at him move around this map. The Fallen Star Moon does come down. Dogtor wants to force this engage. Diggy and Indo are both here. Anarchy, every time it seems like they're catching a bit of an advantage in these big team fights, get pushed back more and more. Luckily, the blue buff does go to the side of New Wave, and now they moved in onto Jordan. Jordan instantly deleted a mega kill going into the hands of Indo. 2 members of Anarchy make that 3, a mega kill into Jappa, all for the price of Zig. And to me, that's a good trade.
Again, Jappa is just the micro play right there, diving in there and taking out this Xavier. Like, they know that they have to have some type of back peel, and they have it. They have it. Jappa right there. Bam. Easy peasy.
Not only that, like Tamal, the way he's just baiting them in, like every time, he's able to buy enough time wherever his team is on the map. He can buy enough time for the rest of them to come in and then force the fight. I mean, the way he just danced around that blue buff for so long and then waits, all the rest of his team are finally there, and it's all right, now we're going to do this. And we got them in the jungle right where we want them, able to make huge plays. 12-7, New Wave with a large gold lead, looking very similar to game 2 here.
Yeah, you could definitely tell when the shot was called and everybody collapsed in after stealing that blue buff. Like, they just, like, all of New Wave came out of nowhere and absolutely collapsed on Anarchy. But we do have the Lord pushing T-Rex.
Yeah, Lord is closing in. The ball and Star Moon does connect in the back, splitting them up a little bit. Alex, in between all 5 members, will get shut down. The rest of the team now collapsing on top of UA. One by one, they fall. New Wave coming in. They want to take it. They want to go. They're going to make it to the top 4. New Wave stands tall.
GG, New Wave. Great job trying to hold in there, Anarchy. But New Wave taking the dub.
New Wave has just secured their spot